Alright, we got a fresh one here. Pretty excited slash dreading it. So Dusk just uploaded this cursed seed. It basically, you can see here it's a 3-hour and 2-minute run. So, ooh, we got one ahead of ourselves. I should have drank some coffee, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm out and I'm snowed in. I have no option. And I gotta play the seed. Unfortunately, I did kind of glance at the title and I saw Formless Child in the name, so I do have that advanced knowledge. But we're gonna try our damnedest to just forget that we know that, right? Obviously, at some subconscious level, it probably is gonna pull me. Maybe, we don't know when we get it. Or, I mean, we know we probably will get it because we would just, unless it's like from a cavern, right? But again, just gonna play as best as I can, not knowing that bit of knowledge. Beyond that, I just know that it has to be a hard run, right? So, oh, and I saw Dark Calling, so most likely Dark Calling is in the opener, but that doesn't really change things, right? I would just always choose Dark Calling when offered, basically, no matter what. Alright, well, annoying bosses, mainly just Diligent, though. Against this combo, it may not even be that bad of a boss, but we'll see what's in store for us. So I don't mind Mind Collapse, I don't mind Dripfall, and I hate Memento Mori. Interesting. Well, so now it sucks that I know Dark Calling is in the future. It's just, so I have these unfair advantages, unfortunately, but in my defense, they were in the video title, so, again, though, I would choose Accumulator all day, every day. I have no reason to choose Burn Bright, right? And then if I had found Dark Calling at any other point, I would choose it anyway, but I'm going to try not to make choices knowing that Dark Calling is in the future, right? That's just straight up cheating, so I'll definitely try to avoid that. Mind Jacks could have some harvest synergy, right? Hell's Banners is always good. Hell's Banners would give us, we already have slight ways out of Ember Drain. It would just give us an additional way out of Ember Drain. We have no idea if Ember Drain is going to come, though. Both of them may or may not do anything for us, right? Like, I may just not go mid. I mean, there's no haste at this boss, so we don't know, Early Mind Jacks just doesn't do a whole lot, I find. Whereas Hell's Banners just always does stuff. I think just the Hell's Banners is good here. I think we can still do this. Harvest isn't nearly as strong as Dark Calling early, but it's still decently strong. This is going to definitely result in pyre damage, so there's no doubt about it, but I think this is worth the gold. I think we'd just go top. I could do a pretty good chunk of damage here. Granted, it's really just 8 damage in the long run. Hopefully I can just find the other Mind Collapse and mitigate that a little bit. Or not. That works too. No, now I'm punished for putting that in front. Should have thought of that. That's my bad with the Shade Splitters. But it is what it is. We'll go here. I just want to get as many things here as possible. Memento Mori doing Memento Mori things, by the way. What a great card. Totally worth 3 Ember. Fucking hell. Alright, that's actually not bad as just a, something that'll die to spikes there. I'm fine with that too, just to spike my damage here. This is a little bit annoying. What if I just did this? Then that dies. I could do that. Yeah, that works. So these mind collapses being literally just used for their X-Cuffs damage. That's a rarity. This will die to the spikes, so that's fine there. Then I can do that, and I can do this just for a future harvest. And let's get some damage in here. We got the objectively harder boss, the dude that shuffles scourges, gets more damage, and has stacks of lifesteal. Makes sense, and by makes sense I mean makes no fucking sense at all. Let me think here. Okay. I'm gonna do this just to eat up lifesteal stacks, and I guess that drip fall's wasted. Nah, I should have put one of the morsels up there then. Whatever. Wait, you're living? Ooh, we got Hobo Joe up in this. Do that for shits and giggles and do that. Alright, we get through that. Now obviously, if I had Dark Calling, draft gets chosen here, but without a Dark Calling locked in, with no Reform locked in, I just can't take a draft there. I guarantee you though, if people run this with advanced knowledge, they just choose draft there, and it's like easy mode for them most likely. Like anything with, you know, any future knowledge with that there, you know, just taking the draft. I mean, maybe you could almost argue speculative draft there, but I want to avoid that. I just don't think I would ever make that call with what we have right now. I'm pretty sure almost every time I would just take a Purifying Cleanse here. You know, we got a Remnant, There's chance for Paraffin Enforcer. There's even to a lesser extent Lady of the House, or just a future draft. Like, this just opens up a lot more. Oh man, I gotta imagine we do the Perils here. I mean, it is Diligent. That magic's probably not getting taken. That magic is, though. I mean, it's an Umbra, it's a Vortex, it's a magic. I mean, the Umbra doesn't matter that much at all, but it's a Vortex and a magic. That probably beats a Hellvent, especially if I'm going to choose this Perils. Oh man, this sucks though. Look at these Hellvents. I would only be able to Hellvent it once, most likely, unless I hit 50-50 here. I could hard commit to the Perils and try to 50-50 here. Then it's like, you know, 75% of the time I could get that Hellvent off. Cannibalize would have sure been nice if we had Reform already. Grovel, it's the only time I'll ever say Cannibalize is nice, by the way. Grovel is a card. It's a good card, but doesn't really make that much sense here. You know, we do have the slight synergy between these clans, though, of morsel chump blocks for harvest, but I don't know, man. I think it's Grovel if I'm gonna go a route that, because the Perils is really only useful to me if I can get it up a holdover on it by this point. If I can't, I'll tell you what though, it's tough. It's tough. I think we do the Perils. I'm just not sure where we're gonna go this ring though. Obviously the Umber banner unit is significantly less good than the Remnant, but I guess let's think about what Merchant of Magic upgrades we have. Like, we have plus damage on Mind Collapse would be pretty damn good. We're guaranteed to get that in some form or another. Hopefully not Surge Stone, but I'd probably settle for a Surge Stone. Especially since, you know, I got this Perils. Got a lot of money. Permafrost would also work for Perils. I would just Hellvent that and then have 4 of them. That is something that works, but we get pretty hard punished there if we don't find a Void Binding or an Umbra. Like, the problem with the Permafrost play is that's only really useful to enable the better Ember Drain cards, whereas a Holdover Perils is just a straight-up scaling option, even if you don't find the other Ember Drain components, right? So, Holdover is just so vastly superior. Double stack could be okay on either Dripfall or Purifying Cleanse. And Consume Remove obviously has no targets, so it's not a great Merchant of Magic. I think I just think we have the perils. We have a natural magic to hit here. I feel like this Merchant of Magic is unnatural to hit, if that makes sense. I have a natural hit over here, though, for this Merchant. So we either get our 50-50 here and go into the perils, or we don't, and we just go into hopefully a more melting-ish strategy. Okay, none of these are most likely good for Remnant units. I mean, Perils... Wickless Baron has the additional Morsels synergy. It's probably better than Lady of the Reform. Lady of the Reform is a 100% speculative pick. That we basically would get either another draft or Paraffin Enforcer. I think Baron is just sort of always good here, right? We'll reroll. That sucks. I would have maybe even taken a large shitstone. Damn. Kinda sucks. Well. Oh, man. Could do an endless drag. Honestly, might not be that bad of an idea. I really don't. I'm not that good with Harvest Rector, is a thing. Like, I'm pretty comfortable with Dark Calling, but just Harvest Rector, I don't really know what the strengths are. Like, I'm kind of debating the endless drag. I mean, it would be honestly a way out of Ember Drain. I could Hellvent it. I mean, it would be Hellvented there, I guess. It'd be... It's a weird one, but, like, it kind of makes sense in the context that I have 2 Harvest units, and I don't have much else in this deck, and I have all this money to spend. I think it's okay, honestly. If it is endless, I don't even think I think I have it endless simply as something that wants to die every turn, so I don't think I even add any of those upgrades to it. 30. It's a little iffy, but I think it's fine. I don't need to intrinsic anything, and probably won't be really spending much shards otherwise. And, you know, 30 damage would help. This just helps me harvest. It's almost a help. I'd almost take it for free. Okay, I think we're just gonna double up here. Now I'm wishing I kind of took Mind Jack, so even with the all things considered, I guess you should go in front, and we'll just do that. We could have that cycle back in, I guess. Ten whole damage. Sick, bro. I think we might... no. I think I can pay Pyre Health. I don't know. What's better here? Scaling up more, I think, is better. And we'll scale more by playing Memento Mori. I don't really want to draw into these. Oh, well, okay. Do that. Sucks to not get the collector, eh? Well, at least we'll get some value here. And might as well just chump block that. We're going to be taking some pyre damage. Is what it is, I suppose. All the shards went into that fucker. Hey, look who decided to show up. So you're telling me. You're telling me that card. Yeah, whatever. I am one short. You know how I can mitigate that? Not one short anymore longer, bitches. Oh, I finally drew that as well. So you're telling me that I spent 100 some gold on a unit and I spent 15 shards on a card and I bottom decked them both? That's what you're telling me? Surely that would never happen. Is this even like worth it? I guess we just put this in front, I don't know. Definitely need a pip upgrade. Which is unfortunate, right? You don't really love to take pip upgrades, but I think with both Harvest and, you know, had I gone Dark Calling, usually pip is fine. Well, definitely not another Purifying Cleanse. The draft is still iffy, right? So I would say though, with 2 Drip Falls and a Harvest Rector, the normal take of Molten Encasement might not be what I do here. Like, I'm leaking. I'm not dying. Like, draft probably is the best take here at this point. Even though I can't really use it. The thing is, honestly, since I'm going to the right here, I can't use any of them, really. I guess I could use Purifying Cleanse, but for what? Healing? A risky heal, shall we say? So really, draft is the only one that provides me like a potential value. Well, none of them really even add... They're all just potential value, right? Like, Molten needs Reform or Endless, which I'm not going to go hunting for Endless here, most likely, because the value's here. Granted, I would say if I added this, Multi-Strike and Endless are good here, but I could still just, you know, there's a 25% chance I shitstone in quick, and then I'm sad. Purifying Cleanse, only useful if I get a Paraffin Enforcer here. If I get that, I already have 1 Purifying Cleanse anyway. And I would just rather have the draft if I find Paraffin Enforcer. Granted, I wouldn't infuse it because I don't have... I'd have to have like an intrinsic Purifying Cleanse probably. That would work. Yeah, I think draft is just the only thing that really has potential to really do much for me. I have to imagine this is Space Prism. It's either that or Immortal Trade, but we've seen our pip woes. I think a Space Prism is just going to be the king here. Alright, we'll check information first. -2 Pierce. Pierce is going to be pretty good on a Mind Collapse. Ugh, if I had 2 most hated fucking melting units. I hate seeing these 2 bastards. Well, I don't even think they're worth taking. Just use the Baron, that sucks. Man. I mean, none of them really do anything for me currently. Resin Block just has way more ceiling. The Tempered Talisman, the only thing it does is the Mind Collapse that I haven't upgraded. We get +3. I mean, it's okay. I just think that's so so weak. Like, resin block does nothing for me, but who knows, maybe it will. Oh god, just a horrible fucking cavern too. This is definitely cursed. I think we double up on this Mind Collapse. I mean, a 40 Pierce, that's going to be pretty good at all stages of the game, just kind of in a general sense. I am at 35 shards now, but I think it's fine. There's nothing really to -2. There's nothing to infuse. I think we'll get through this fight just fine. You know, I'll scale up my double group here. Definitely can't go bottom on this fight. There's way too much shit. And by shit, I mean rage. You can just go ahead and die. Most of the deck is just shit, right? We're just gonna wait for other drafts. I'd rather do this, and it's 1 death, 2 death, 3 death, 4. This turn will be annoying for that to come up. What if I do that? Can I mess up the pathing there? Nope, I can't. Okay, good thing we got this, I guess. Let's go with... I mean, let's see what we got here. Would I rather get more scaling? I think I'll just let that cycle back into the deck. Alright, we got this guy. That's good. Lifesteal here's got to be good. And we'll just take that guy out. This guy will unfortunately live by 1 health. That's super fucking cool. And by super... You know what? I actually do have... I didn't even think. I have technically resin block value with this drag. And Purifying Cleanse might be okay here. I mean... I guess my options are, I can Purifying Cleanse this. This technically does more damage, so this is what I should Purifying Cleanse. So let's do this. Let's go like this. Get them. Oh man, you don't die. Fuck. Well, whatever. That might be an issue. Alright, thankfully they're all dying. Let's just throw these away. I'm not really caring about drawing back into that shit or anything. Let's try to save some health up here. Gotta make sure we beat Talos. I mean, she's hitting 9. That's... Okay, we got that. That's good. This will die. Let's see what the morsel is first, though. She loses her slay, right? Okay. Oh, get in a little bit of damage there. Now, we can just put that back there. How about that? Alright, I mean, we're okay for now, but we're gonna need a little something. I mean, hallowed halls. So, he did say formless child. But I'm looking at this hallowed halls. So this is kind of one of those runs where I don't know if my melting remnant tier list for rares has come out yet, but I may as well give a slight spoiler if it hasn't. My apologies, but I mentioned that Hallowed Halls is the only the only rare I'm including in any clan's S tier that in my data doesn't deserve it, so to speak, because just it is kind of such a guaranteed win in a lot of cases. But I often just, like, if I had found Paraffin Enforcer by now, I have my Purifying Cleanses, I just probably wouldn't go the Hallowed Halls route here. But in these type of runs, Hallowed Halls, man, is pretty good. I mean, so is Formless Child, but Formless Child, I feel like Hallowed Halls are going to be a lot easier to make work, because here's my options. I have every Hellvent ahead of me, right? I could just hit this low value Hellvent, but in a sense it's high value because I could hit Hallowed Halls. I could also still just go this route, and removals is almost as good as Hellventing it in a sense. I was planning on doing a pip upgrade, but if I take the Hallowed Halls, it'll be draw. Basically, the point with Hallowed Halls is, like, I got 2 upgrades here that would be great for it. Obviously, Holdover is the nuts, but Permafrost isn't out of the question. The only problem right now is I got these Hellvents that are opposite the Merchants of Magic, but I do have good magics coming up, like Vortex with that magic, and then this magic isn't that good, so really just this magic is good. This magic is debatably hittable compared to the Hellvent. I mean, the other option is, of course, I feel like I go for the magic here. I Vortex. If I don't get my, either upgrade that I want, I can go either Permafrost or obviously Holdover. If I low roll that hard and don't hit either, there's always just Hellvent here. I'm not giving up a Vortex to hit this Hellvent. And then I just hit all the vortexes between, here to there. I'll thin the deck out a pretty damn good amount. I'll have double draw upgrade by the end of it. With 3 Hallowed Halls, I'll be as good as holding them over. I think the Hallowed Halls here is basically just super strong, right? And we could take one more Baron. With Hallowed Halls, I'm getting a lot of Harvest synergy. The ideal plan here is probably put a Draft into one of them, and then just have like Flicker and the 2 Barons. It's fine to have a shittier Baron. We're just kind of taking the other Baron right now because we have vanilla Barons. We're not going to be able to upgrade them. We're not going to be able to infuse or anything even yet, but it might just be nice to be able to 2-floor it for now with these Barons. And like I said, we just take draw. Yeah, we're going to commit to this. I think the chance for value is here. Well, obviously we have no consume remove targets. Unless I want to consume remove Space Prism, I typically don't find that to be that powerful of a play. I think a big strength of Prism is that you don't have to put upgrades on it and it just costs 0. Replaying it is slow. But maybe in a Harvest deck it almost makes sense to do that. I would say no, though. I think we can spend our money on better shit. So, the best Ember upgrade right now would be Hallowed Halls. But we don't need to do it yet. We can reroll first. Other upgrades that could be good are probably just like Dripfall, I guess. As much as I hate to admit it, with how much lacking of removal we have, it could also be Memento Mori. I guess we could do Memento Mori. I probably just want to remove these Shade Splitters, honestly, if I'm going the Hallowed Halls route. This is a fine Surge Stone target, by the way. Mind Collapse is. Okay, well. Fuck you too, game. Fuck you too. We should remove Perils as well, by the way. There's no way we're ever going to put a Permafrost or a Holdover on a Perils before this Hallowed Halls. Well, we can focus money on removals for now. We might have a tough ring coming up, though. This is a little bit rough, because we really don't have much power right now. I think we still commit, though, to the Hellvents, so what I'm going to do is at least get this Hallowed Halls down to 1. Would have been nice. I think maybe I should have done the first Ember upgrade on it, and just got it down to 0. But at least now we open up. We have 1 natural magic to hit left after the Hellvent, and maybe I find at least Permafrost there. I'm not, like, devastated right now. I think we're still gonna be fine. There's an Alloy. I mean, we have Shade Splitters for it. I doubt we take it, though. I highly doubt we take it. So let's get rid of Stewards for now. Anything we wanna start working toward a deck that can really make use of that. Okay, so Dark Culling here. I would choose this anyway. I'm pretty confident every choice I made from here till then, I would have made. Without knowledge of anything coming up. Like, I saw the Formless Child there, and I didn't even end up taking it, right? And I think the draft that I did take, I would have took anyway. I think my logic still stands there. Maybe I'm rationalizing, but either way, here we are. Now I have no more possible information about the run, right? So from here on out, no subconscious pulling me either way, right? It's a bit annoying, not gonna lie, 15 armor, but it doesn't change my ability to kill with the Mind Collapses. Yeah, it doesn't really. It kind of does. I mean, I'm on pretty low shards, so those quill, maybe one quill gets marked up, but they would potentially have Spell Shield anyway, so I think it's pretty easy money to do this. I hope. We got Dark Calling though, so that significantly spiked the power of our deck up. Unfortunately, you are 1 health away from dying. Well, I guess I'm going to set up top then. So what I'm going to do here... Started from the bottom, now I'm here. We'll just do this. No sense drip falling here. So I got a Harvest stack, I got him into the pool. We want this floor to be the one that's, you know, doing stuff. We can get around the Ember Drain by doing that, but I will put this in the mix. I think we want these here, actually. I'm going to do it like this. And put you... 9 plus 6 should kill you. Get you into the pool. Yeah. Alright, there's a draft. Man, well, the armor trial does end up costing us 5 health here. 5 pyre health, minimum. I mean, it might end up costing us more. So now we got to think about Reform Pool. They're both going in. I already have a Wickless Baron. These... We should add at least one more draft to it. But I don't know that I... Or sorry, drag. Oh, I have the draft too. Okay, yeah, I probably shouldn't have even added that drag to the pool, but I think it's fine. I do want stuff coming back every turn. It almost doesn't necessarily matter what it is. Ugh, it's just really annoying. I think we're fine though with that. So that will take those out. I could take that out. Ooh, looks like Hobo Joe went down on Divinity. We might as well have the Endless one die. Stacks, you know, some Harvest here, but I don't want to convolute the pool like I said. I already have a chain of things that I want to keep pure, so to speak. This guy right here, of course, even though we're only on 35 shards, it has to get the worst possible target, right? And of course I don't draw either Dripfall here. This is bullshit. Oh man, I think we might be fucking dead here. I'm gonna have to put... Definitely... as much damage as I can in here with this. Is that seriously 1 fucking damage short of... Oh my god, dude. This is actually starting to fucking trigger me. Let's... I don't know. Do I keep that guy in? I don't think I keep that guy in. That is so fucking unlucky. Such absolute bullshit. Alright, they die. Only this burns out. That's unfortunate. So let's put these guys down here. What's the pool look like now? Now I don't have a fucking pool. Only one's coming back. So maybe, I guess I was wrong. I should have put one more dreg in. But they're both burning out next turn, and I'd like them back. I don't want to add that to the pool. This is fine here. Wait, 1799. Let's do that. There's the hallowed halls. Here, let's go 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. So they both burn out. They're fine targets to come back. Why don't we just have this back here? It does suck that this is in the front, though. Might be better to do this. We might actually get more damage out of this, I think. And I can drip fall that, and that just kills it. Okay. Well, that was complete bullshit that we lost that much pyre health. Like, I don't know. It's bullshit. There's no other way to put it. 1 fucking health away. I might not mind a Wax and Spike. The problem right now is every card I add is going to make it harder to get to Hallowed Halls, and that is not something I'm a huge fan of. So, they're okay cards, but I think the plan is to... I don't think they help me clear waves or anything. Same with these. Granted, I might want Ember Cash for Diligent, but I can just keep Shade Splitters for that, I guess. It doesn't help me with my current fight. And these are... The problem is... This is one problem with what we have right now. It's like, these are nice to haves. They're not what I need. I'm having trouble getting through the deck. I might have to take that, dog. Okay. I might have to take that. So now we're going for sure left here. We'll check this first. That's pretty decent. Both of these are. I do kind of wonder what the best one here is. We might get more from manual, but it is nice to have the guaranteed just pip on top floor with this, or bottom. You know, you want to go bottom or top usually, depending on your opener. I think I like the pip on every floor. We already have a Space Prism, like that plus a Space Prism is enough pip. We'll check this first. Oh, these suck. I guess we could do Winged Indulgence. God damn it. Well, this seed is pretty fucking cursed. About the only good thing we found, really, is just Hallowed Halls, but... Alright. Stealth boss. Oh, God. Well, this is a fine mark. They don't even really do damage, which actually kind of hurts us. In a way. But... this is actually pretty fine, so we're gonna do... This... This. And then we've got a pretty good set of stuff here reforming. So for this, let's go here, get all of that. Burnout timers are gonna be important. Let's do this just to get more stacks here. Get 2 things into the reform pool. I guess we'll kill this, and might have to put the steward in, huh? Like, I really can't afford to not kill that. Let's see what we get with the Shade Splitter. Nothing good. Well, it's probably not worth it to put this down, honestly. Because I can't put it in front, it will just die. Really unlucky with these collectors so far. I believe we want the Pip up top. I don't think I play this drag. We want to find both hallowed halls pretty often, right? This is a conundrum. I mean, this floor is pretty fucked up, but I think we definitely want to kill this guy. Let's do that. Dripfall's just not going to be good in this fight. Harvesters of Death is a real fuck show of a fight. This guy's 8 health. We can have that stack. We can have him in the very back. That kills. Do I want to add a draft to the mix? Because right now I have nothing. These both are in the mix. This will be in the mix. That will be in the mix. I don't think this adds a whole lot other than giving this guy armor. I feel like I'm often wrong on these things, though. I tell you what, this is an okay drip fall right there. No reason to give that guy more health. I think I will do this draft here, this drag. Problem is, stealth boss, we really do need our burnout timers to be good, but as long as I keep enough health on Harvest Rector, granted it's only 1 point of harvest, like I do think he'll get it done. You know, Memento Mori, I'll give it this. It's doing okay here. Let's see. Let's do that. I do want something to die here, but I don't necessarily want it to be... I think I need to keep the pool clean, perhaps. So waves remaining 2. Let's get him in. We need these guys to get their stacks. I definitely want this in the mix as well, but... yeah, I think Baron needs to go... I should have put this Baron bottom, probably. That's a bit of a mistake, huh? Oh well. I'm going to put this one here. I'm just trying to get my damages in. Yeah. I guess we can do this. Alright, there's our hallowed halls. We can get a pretty good halls off here, so let's get this. Got that drag. kind of at a conundrum still, because now I'm not really bringing anything back with Dark Calling. I guess it's fine. So, like, I could do that. It's fine. At least I get something back with Dark Calling. That's a little bit unfortunate. God damn it. I guess we just do that. And nothing else. Well, we could do morsels here. I think we're gonna be fine. I mean, we'll eat up some stacks down here. We have this hallowed halls. Okay, I have a drip fall for that. The fuck is going on here? Alright, there we go. What the fuck, dude? And then we'll do this. They're just burning out. I do wonder, though, chump blocking with morsels, a bit risky here. It doesn't really add much, I think. I think we want to just Memento Mori, the boss. That's 180 damage. That's pretty good. These are unfortunately not doing a whole lot, but might as well play them. Oh, that guy got a damage. Bastard. Alright, well, we got the Purifying Cleanse here. That's... we actually can kill him down here, it looks like. Well. I guess not. The fuck. I'm gonna do this then. I mean, might as well, right? Alright, you're definitely dead. Alright. That's gotta be getting taken. But these aren't. Alright, now is our time to hunt. If not, at least we got vortexes. We also can put Draft into one of these barons is probably fine. We want that from the start. Like, we've been a bit lucky drawing, I don't even know if Permafrost Halls gets us much. I'm actually thinking maybe Permafrost on the Cleanse or a Dripfall at this point might be better. I think on a Dripfall. I think the Halls were almost always just playing it. There's no way I need to Permafrost it. Amber might be just good on this. Memento Mori, I will say, it's been doing shit. It's done. It's pulled its weight. Okay, fucking double stack, of course. I suppose I wouldn't mind a double stack here at this point. That's probably pretty useful. Maybe it would have been more useful on the Dripfall. Too late now, though. Let's get a Hallowed Halls down to 0. A +10, I don't really need that. We can definitely start getting rid of cards, though. I think we keep the Shade Splitters. I am gonna put this Draft into a Baron, I'm pretty sure. Just give it some multi-strike. I should get rid of the dregs too. I don't know. The endless one probably just definitely needs to go. That was a dumb idea. I do think at the time it almost made sense, but it truly wasn't that great. We want a few dregs still, but maybe not so many. So we're not getting holdover, but we can thin this deck out pretty well, and we can hit those 2 Hallowed Halls pretty often. I guess the only question left is, yeah, we're getting our 100 from just the Horde, so we don't really need to make these when they're not really that good. I kind of need spell fodder. I don't want to burn out my Hallowed Halls against Diligent, right? I'll be really interested to see how Dusk's run went. It's obviously going to be different than how mine's going. I think versus this boss, we definitely want Rector top. We unfortunately don't get the Baron that we want. We kind of just draw pretty fucking bad here, in all honesty. Like, not really any other way to put it. Like, I could go mid and get a Rubber Morsel into the mix. It's not that out of the question, honestly. You know, I stack 2 things, and then I'm open to it. It's a little bit ball clinching here, but I do need to kind of get something going right now. At least I stack some harvests, and I get something out of the Dark Calling. So I'll keep that on Permafrost. We're gonna probably need it. Bring this guy back down next turn or some shit. It's ugly. Alright, let's go. You're top. You're gonna just come back. This does need to die. I mean, it'll die just fine. Ah, oh, man, I want this back, though. Well, that's my bad. Can't kill that, but I could kill the guy in the back at least, and kill one of these. I guess we just stack this guy with some shit. And this fucking guy here, though, huh? Can I get Crushing Demise, please? Alright, we're gonna do that here. Perfect. Um... We are gonna have to make some decisions here. We have the other hallowed halls coming up. I think we need to make this decision. So we're gonna go you. You're gonna be in the backs so that the multi-striker gets the most hallowed halls things here. I have that rubber morsel here. We may as well just add another one here and do this. Alright, and since we have nothing for Dark Calling, we'll just block that and get at least something back. Keep in mind, we just cleared 2 morsels out of the reform pool, so this is pretty fine to do, I think. So, I think we can keep him alive. I think the top floor is the floor we want to keep to our advantage here. Let's put you in. We're gonna go like this. That was really good ordering, actually. I may not need more space on this floor. I might actually benefit more from mid-floor space. I could do this to heal him. I don't think that's the worst thing in the world. You know, I'll have 6 turns to refine that. It's not too bad with, you know, everything here. So that'll be into the pool. Nothing else is in the pool. We may as well block some of this. A lot of this, I guess. And I will do this, but I think I'll also do this. I have Mind Collapse to eventually take that son of a bitch out, right? Well, no Mind Collapse. No Drip Fall. No Hallowed Halls. Basically just nothing. I mean, this floor is fine. I could put the both of these down and Crushing Demise. I mean, we should do this almost certainly anyhow. Put this down. This guy can block 2 of those hits. This floor probably dies to everything up here, right? We probably want the harvests there. I do need to think about if I want to extend this guy's burnout at this point. I think we do. I mean, this guy is pretty beefy. I don't think we gain a whole lot from him, like, coming back. I did say I wanted to put it on Dark Calling Rector, but I think at this point, the Wickless Baron that's multi-striking, we just want to keep him doing stuff for us. I think we also just want to greed here for some extra harvests on the floor that we actually care about. So 88, 80, I don't know though. Well, we'll get a Mind Collapse or at least Hallowed Halls coming up. I think we're going to be fine. So the disadvantage of Hallowed Halls is we already have him in a good position, and we already have him with Burnout stacked. I may honestly just Hallowed Halls my mid floor here. So I can Mind Collapse that guy in the back. It might be nice to just build up another floor here. I honestly think I do want this. So we have 2 Dregs already in. We could add 1 Shade Splitter to this just to maximize our stuff. Worst positioning there, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Now he at least has a natural burnout timer. He's scaled up a little bit. He's still doing what he does, right? Let's just get some harvests. I don't think we care too much about the reform pool at this point. Like, these morsels generally will get re-eaten. I do need to maybe try to get some stuff back up there to accompany him, though. But for now, we'll do this. It's pretty good. Let's give you these. I can give you more, too. I mean, the mid-floor is gonna be pretty good here, too. Alright, there's the burnout. What do we even have? We have nothing really in there right now. Let's give you there. Let's do this. I think... What do we got? We don't necessarily have another Hallowed Halls coming. So at this point, I could probably just... I mean, this guy has 155 damage and 110 health. We might as well just give him the burnout at this point. And do that. We can do this. We can probably just put you up there. If there are chances that the mid-floor doesn't beat Fell, we'll have a definite floor up there that will. Alright. Not gonna lie, I thought we were gonna do a lot more damage. I guess I should have gave the burnout to the guy in the back. Either way, I think we're fine to double drip fall here, and that probably gets us there. Yeah. Power of drip fall. I mean, with the Hallowed Halls, probably don't take the Furnace Tap. At this point, I could take Formless Child, and I get a pretty good damage spike. Then again, the burnout, when that happens, the burnout does not extend. So, do I trade damage for less burnout extension? Also less health for what it's worth. 5 less health, it's not a big deal, but you know, removal might still be an issue. We do have this nice Mind Collapse. We have a Surge Stone Mind Collapse that's pretty soon won't really be doing enough. We have the Drip Falls to stall. We have Crushing Demise. We have a Memento Mori that honestly isn't that bad here. think I've found the one run ever where Memento Mori is okay for me. I don't think we take any of these. Keep in mind everything I take is just another delay to my Hallowed Halls. So, nah, we're good on Pyre health now. Oh wait, that was, god damn it. Well, there goes 25 health, or 25 gold. I thought it was the fucking Malika event. God damn it. Does kind of suck to give all that up, but I'm pretty sure this is just correct to go over here. Endless. First health pack, probably not. I mean, we are Umbra, but I don't know. I guess I have these Mind Collapse. Does anything else really do that much for me? I don't have any consumables. One. But Diligent might give me a lot of Pyre health. I think Refracting Lenses probably is better than just plus 9 damage to my Mind Collapses. Yeah. Actually, I have the Surge Stone Mind Collapse too, so it's at least 10 a ring, and then Diligent, it'll be a lot of Pyre health. I do think some health could be okay, at least on this one. This one immediately burns out. Are we, where's the Hell Vent at the end? On the steel side? Either way, I think this is fine. Endless is not. Ugh, quick. I'm fine with a burnout upgrade here. That way it just guarantees to die. And we'll hold out for better upgrades, I think, at the Merchant of Steel. Though, honestly, 10 might be the best I can find here. Because if I get a multi-strike, it's going on this one. So, let's give him 10. That might just be okay. Pretty shitty, though. This is definitely... I can see probably, like, the original submitter ran into the eternal conundrum of, like, just not ever finding multi-strike or holdover. It happens, right? So perils, even though I think we definitely remove perils. I'm a little hesitant. These Shade Splitters have been okay, right? And they've also been, they're gonna be good spell fodder, because again, I really don't have many spells, but also the dregs are nice. I think I am gonna remove one, though. I'm not gonna remove any more, though. So now we get the other point of accumulator, which is gonna be nice. I get proper stats there, if that ends up mattering. I don't think the spikes really changes much here. Don't think we can go bottom with that much damage. So we'll go top here. Go like that. Might as well add this to the pool. Alright, we got both Hallowed Halls here. In this fight, I think we're going to want as much space as possible up here. So the one with the draft needs to go in the very back. We're going to go like that. We're going to put you there. We're going to do this twice. And we'll take one of these guys out. Do I want you to get this stack, or do I want both of these guys to get that stack? Well, they're not going to get the stack, because they're apparently just only killing the Shade Wings, so I don't think we drip full here. Alright. This one's pretty clear. It's just going to go there. We're pretty fine to do this. We're sad if it hits the backliner, but so be it. Alright, that's a pretty good result. I wouldn't mind drip falling this, just so we can kill that. And there's the Hallowed Halls again. Right now there's just a Baron up in there. I think we put both dregs in. Yeah, because both, basically, I'll always draw all of them, right? Let's do that. I think this is all fine. Keep the drip fall for when we need it. At this point, you know, Rector might not really do much, right? But that's fine, because just how these decks go sometimes. Kind of a weak Memento Mori, but what are you going to do, right? I do think we do this so we can just get it into Dark Calling. And that's, we're just hitting really well. We're just, yeah. What more can I say other than we're hitting well? There's both the Hallowed Halls. We will have to play this. Well, you know what? We could just do this. Yeah, we could just do this. Go like that, and then now all of them are coming in. I think this is the good set of units here, and I'll just Hellvent Hallowed Halls. So this is a good setup here. I think it'll be enough. So for this boss, I'm gonna get Hallowed Halls again. No real point in doing Purifying Cleanse. And really there's no point in much of any of this, but just for shits and giggles, we might as well play these morsels out. Might as well take the backliner out there. 290's probably worth it there. And that's a kill, so we'll let it happen. It's not like I have any more consumables to play or anything. And it's living armor. Thou shalt not style on living armor. Wow, so many Foremost Childs this run. It's just begging me to take it. Maybe I should. I don't know. I kind of want Engulfed in Smoke instead. It's another spell. I may just... I don't really have defense other than the Drip Falls and just removal. And I guess a little bit of a heal. I think this Engulfed in Smoke's going to be better. These aren't going to be good. Cave-In, maybe. Cave-In might have been more worth considering than I gave it credit for there, but I'm going to just Hellvent the Hallowed Halls and 30 power and Pierce. Shitstone, definitely not taking that. We can probably add a Battlestone to one of them. Can probably add a Damage Shield to one of them. I mean, we don't necessarily... God damn. Not a single multi-strike. So I guess in that regard, it's cursed. The only thing that I would say is not cursed about this run, there's always good stuff on any run, even when they're cursed. I mean, we have the Hallowed Halls, couldn't find Holdover, but Crushing Demise is a good card. You just got to find your good cards and deal with the low rolls as they happen. I think I'd have the +10 on that one, and then we'll just Battlestone that one maybe. And we'll just see what we can get with the trinkets. Nope. 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 I could actually do Mask of Penumbra. I think that's actually decent. Wow, okay. I mean, I could do Flicker's Liquor. Is it worth... We have a conundrum here. Like, for Divinity, removing these Shade Splitters would be great. For Seraph, not so much. You know, we don't got much spells that are just fodder, right? So we'll Hellvent. Kind of wish I had that Ember Cache now, but at the time Ember Cache was offered, I just feel like we were in a rough spot. I think we just fight. It's really... and I guess I buy the Flicker's Liquor, right? And I don't think we purge anything. I think we're fine. We just gotta be really smart here about Diligent. I'm not, like, that confident in either of these fights, if I'm being real with you, but we'll do what we can do. And honestly, if I don't have to purge a spell on a turn, I'm not gonna. Like, do I really gain a whole lot by, like, burning, say, a Shade Splitter here? Maybe. So there's 7 waves. Roughly 9 waves, we'll say. My fodder is 1, 2, 3, potentially 4, 5, potentially 6, 7, 8, 9... potentially 10, but we're gonna say anywhere between 7 on the floor to 10 on the ceiling of fodder, so that's cutting it close. Like, I could burn the Shade Splitter if I wanted to help my draw out here. I also think we're gonna have to bottom floor it. And I might as well. I don't think I burn this here. Fuck it, let's do it. I get value out of this, and I do need to help my draw. I want to find Hallowed Halls ASAP. Do I keep that frozen, or do I just put another Daze into that guy? I think I keep it frozen. I want to make sure in the worst case scenario that I'm able to play, you know, a good card. Okay. Burn this. Don't want that in the mix, but I do want these, so we're gonna go here. That dies, goes into the pool. Let's have that die. Actually, we could do this. Have that go into the pool. I'm gonna keep this. I may regret that, but we'll see. Alright, this is a great spell fodder here. 2. If I can get the bottom floor eventually as the floor that I'm, you know, fucking around with, that'd be great. Interesting. One, two, three, four. So we're fine to get these out of the pool. We'll have the mine collapse next turn for fodder, so I think let's do that. Oh, that made that drag not die. Well, whatever. So 1, 2. Oh, fucked that up, but whatever. Let's kill this then. Because I'd like to get all the harvests that I can. And maybe I'm being greedy there, but... well, let's just kill that. Might as well preserve the damage shield there. And... yeah, I don't really know... guess there's just no reason to play that. I guess I could have played it down there for extra damage. Now I can at least get this guy up in here. Get the proper group going here. Looks like they fixed that bug. That's nice. Ordering could be an issue here, but I could always Crushing Demise, I suppose. Alright, this is fine. We might as well let these come into the pool, which, I don't know. I don't know what that really means for this. Like, I guess I can... Engulfed might be a good fodder target, because it really isn't doing a whole lot for me. And I think we really just want to get every harvest we can here. I'm fine doing this. And I'm also fine doing that. Got more Shade Splitters to burn. Get the 420 health here in Diligent. 4200. Yeah, Shade Splitter's still the best burn target. And... can do... this... this... Alright, they're getting fucked up. This floor is kind of annoying. Don't think I'm going to extend any burnout yet. I mean, we're just going to keep Hallowed Halsing until we don't. It's going to be a top floor kill here. There is one problem though, like once Rector dies, this does start to lose value. Cave-in, see, this is where I was thinking maybe Cave-in, in these type of situations, Cave-in would actually potentially be okay. I would obviously have to combo it with something like Engulfed in Smoke. So I need to think right now what is the best fodder target. I think it actually is Crushing Demise. I I have an option right now to maybe add Rector to the mix. I could kill him now, and then he's in the Hallowed Halls mix, and I can start to get his burnout timer going. But then it's like I might not get the right units. I don't think I do that. I don't think that I do that. I also want every possible harvest, so I may just burn this up here. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So then we'll just do this. They all die. I'll still take that shit out though, right? And really no need to engulf in smoke either. But I guess we may as well. Alright. And still have one of these to burn, so we may as well. I'm not going to add that to the pool. And we may as well take this backliner out. We'll still keep this. We want these burnout timers very high, but this obviously just doesn't do much for me. 14 by 3. Does this actually help me? It does. Let's hold that for the fight. Alright, at this point, this can probably be burned. How to get burned? How to get burned? It's actually fine most of the time, it seems. I could have sworn in the past it was Flicker's liquoring those cards, but guess I'm wrong. Forehead? Pretty sure he's dead here. Yep. So we'll, just sort of let that happen. Alright, we get through that one. Still not 100% confident on Divinity, but we'll see. Obviously not. So, this is where Hobo Joe went down. We'll see if we're able to do it. My only concern is a bad set of draws. We also don't hit Hallowed Halls as much when we're not actually burning out our Shade Splitters, right? But so on this fight, we might be best just to go top. Give ourselves the most time to scale up here. I think we're gonna drip fall. I don't want to necessarily not get that back from a Dark Calling. It'll be this drip fall though, it certainly won't be the others, or the permafrosted one. Alright, and we're just gonna get our space here. Get the one that has the most benefit from that there, and then we'll start our Hallowed Halls train. I do think we should take that out. I guess there's not huge points to playing these. Alright, we will do this. We've got a lot of buffer health, which is great. I think I let that guy through. It's not like I can kill him. I can take that out, which is definitely worth. We don't want that shit fucking us up. Unfortunately, Dripfall here is just not so hot, though, right? Like, I don't want to stack this guy down to there, most likely. There's really just nothing for me here. There's one more drag that I could fit. I mean, if that's the case, I may want to move a drag off, but then again, that might mean I don't kill one of these. Be honest, I'm surprised I'm not able to kill this shit. The fuck? Oh, whatever. Here's Wonderwall. That guy down there might be worth attempting a crushing demise on, though. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to do it here. Okay, I got an idea for the crushing demise. Y'all will see it. I'm just gonna let the drag die a natural death, and he'll eventually be able to just get into the mix here. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna take this fucker down. I'll even do this. Fuck it. All right, I'll live with that. I think I'm fine doing this. It's looking good, honestly. Like, I think we drew well, and... Dark Calling, you fucked me. You fucked me, Dark Calling. I may not be able to get this dragon in the mix. You know what, though? That's fine. Please tell me you can kill this floor. Is this worth it? I know that's worth it. Let's put you here. Could do that. I mean, just 34 doesn't kill that. Let's do this for shits and giggles, I guess. Now it's in the pool, luckily. I fucked up by crushing demising that one turn. So he's dead, but we should greed here. Even if he's not dead, he'll hit us like, what, once most likely. I have a drip fall to get out of it if I need it. We can kill that. Not really much else to do. Pretty sure we've won this. Our burnout timers are good. We're ready to plow. We could do this first, just in case. Got a pretty good hit there. It's pretty nice that we're basically getting a Hallowed Halls every single turn. I'm going to definitely engulf in smoke here, so I'm not Ember Drained. So that's pretty good, and we get a huge Memento Mori hit there. I'm not giving Memento Mori the satisfaction of MVP, but I'll give you this, Memento Mori. You were finally not completely horrible. It's the best I can give you. I hate Scourge. It would be better to do it here, but I hate Scourges so much that I just, yeah. And we'll go ahead and do that. That's, I guess, probably a better solution, right? Should have just done the Crushing Demise mid, but yeah, we got the win here. If you think that means I'm going to stop playing cards, though, you don't know me. You don't know me. If that's what you think. And we will go ahead and do that. And yeah. That's a win. So, be curious to see. It looks like what Dusk ended up with was pretty much a nightmare. I will say this wasn't a smooth run by any means. You know, we were down to 9 pyre health at one point, and I didn't feel very good in Ring 4 and 5. Honestly, that's kind of how Cursed Seeds are, in my opinion, is Ring 4 and 5 is where you really feel it. But usually you can put something together like we did. You know, we couldn't find multi-strike, we couldn't find holdover, but we make do with that, right? You know, just, we see, try to find the strength that is available on a run, right? Like, that's, by the way, why I still stick to my pathing. You know, you can't be that outcome oriented when you do these things. You know, basically what I did, I just stick to my pathing guide there, right? Like the rules I put there. It's like, try to pick the routes that have value. Then when you miss on things like multi-strike or endless, right? Or sorry, holdover or endless in some cases. You know, if you miss on what you want, the steals, at least you have like guaranteed removals, guaranteed hell vents, artifacts, caverns, stuff like that accompanying them. Avoid just getting gold and pyre health when you can help it, right? Then you just don't get complete rings where nothing was added to your deck of value. So, we don't have multi-strike, we don't have our holdover, but we were able to remove a bunch of cards from our deck because of those vortexes. Then we just hit the hell vents, get the hallowed halls. Now I essentially played it every turn, right? Because I thinned the deck out, I took 2 double draw. We have a pretty good cavern event, right? Caverns can often be good. That's why I value caverns. There's obviously low rolls on caverns as well, but it's certainly most of the time going to be better than gold or a pyre health, right? And in the really high roll cases, you get something like a Railforger's Hammer, which is a great artifact for what we wanted to do, right? And we even missed on a lot of artifacts, but obviously the resin block ends up being really good with our Hallowed Halls deck. So yeah, basically we got it done. Let's take a look at what the others did. So Rising Dusk, I gotta watch this one. 3 hours. It must have just been a nightmare. So he went with. I'm interested to know why. So I've seen him do this kind of twice now, where he seems to value putting points into Dark Calling over Harvest. I mean, I guess in the deck we ended up with, it might have made a little more sense, I guess, but I don't know. I just feel like you gain more from going Dark Calling 1, Harvest 2, right? Because Dark Calling was offered at the second ring, so like, I do wonder. I guess I would just have to look at his run, right? I mean, I guess I could see the argument that it's like the only way to get his scaling, so he just wants that extra 5 damage, but I don't know, I feel like you just gain more from basically doubling your harvest value, right? Like you would have gained, like mine is gaining +2 and 10. Largely either path became irrelevant by the end in my run, but I do like being able to just turn Rector into an absolute tank, right? He took Molten Encasement over the Drath. I suppose so. I still think with Harvest, you kind of have your defense figured out, more or less. I guess he also didn't take the Purifying Cleanse, so maybe he was a little less... maybe he's just more worried about his defense. Now this looks rough. Oh, he did take the draft. So where did he get the Molten Encasement? Oh, he took the first draft. Interesting. Well, I guess if you took the first draft, it definitely makes sense to take the encasement, so I can't really fault that. I'm just surprised that he took the first draft. But I guess it makes sense. I think I would have, yeah. So he had, I don't know, he has a strong set of units here. 2 Wickless Barons with draft. They got health. I don't know about the Steward. I think I would put that on a Drag instead, right? I don't know if that's really better on a Steward versus a Drag. I guess in the context that he didn't take Hallowed Halls, though. I am curious that he took Formless Child over the Halls, though. Like, he even had the Resin block. So he took the Resin block just the same as I did. You know, we had the same first 2 artifacts. I feel like you just take the Hallowed Halls. You'll see, like, basically the way I planned the path out from Ring 3 on, I low-rolled as bad as you could have on the Merchant of Magics, but still... You know, you just hellvent those Hallowed Halls and thin the deck out a bit, and you're fine, right? I am surprised they didn't take the Hallowed Halls, but it still ended up working out, right? It just looks like it ended up being kind of a miserable run. Took Immortal Trade over Space Prism, I guess. I feel like with Harvest, I would just prefer an extra space, but that's, I mean, I can't really fault you for taking Immortal Trade, right? Pretty good Mind Collapse. It's nice that he was able to split his piercings up between the Mind Collapses. I guess in his deck he needed a Prism Retrieval. It makes sense. Got a lot of non-banner units you're looking for. He had to take Wax and Spike for his Burnout extension, which is fine. I mean, Permafrost on that to the whole floor, that's pretty good. Crushing Demise is a pretty obvious take. Ember Cache for the Diligent counter. Oh, he did take Hallowed Halls, but just one of them. He didn't, like, basically, he didn't make it his main strategy, essentially. Well, we have a lot of similarities, right? Like, the main difference is I lean more into Hallowed Halls, whereas he leaned into Formless Child and probably Dark Calling, right? Well, this is still pretty strong. He actually would have hyperscaled his unit's damage faster than I did. So, I feel like this would have been a pretty powerful run, though. It probably really had to think of things through. I'll have to see where the big thought, turns were. It looks like the Shade Rings fight didn't go too well for him. I think, my end game was just pretty smooth. Like I said, for me, it was Ring 4, particularly. I almost died. And 5 was annoying, but it ended up not being too bad. Really, it was the main one was Ring 4 for me. For him, Ring 4 was smooth as hell. So he definitely added more immediate power to his deck by having that Formless Child. So although here's the thing, he didn't add he has the Hallowed Halls, so he didn't add Formless Child at that point. So interesting that he was just so much more power. He didn't take the Trial, I guess. Yeah, he didn't take the Trial, which would have been nice. Okay. Oh, you know what? I just realized he has Advanced Prototype. That's why he put the Quick on the Steward. That makes sense. That makes sense. So yeah, the Dregs don't really make sense in that case. I do still think he would have had an easier time, though, if he just planned on the kind of it's like you had the kind of the guaranteed Hallowed Halls able to work from Ring 3 on, because every Hellvent was ahead of you, right? The only questionable thing was Ring 4, right? It was like I either take a low value Hellvent or I get guaranteed removals and a chance at holdover. I still stick to going the path I did. The chance at holdover is of a 50-50 is fine, and if you miss on it, you just at least you can Ember reduce it before your Hellvent, and then yeah, you just get your guaranteed removals, which are obviously good. And then you get the guaranteed future Hellvents, which were high value Hellvents, right? You know, the next Hellvent was a very good, it had caverns, it had a removal, it was just a nice Hellvent. I think that's the one where I found the Railforger Hammer, by the way. He would have probably loved to have that. So, but you know, I'm just nitpicking. Obviously it won, so it's like you can't really doctor much there. I just think it would have been an easier time for him if he went the Hallowed Halls route. And then Hobo Joe, Drafen Baron. Also just going with the extra point of Dark Calling. I don't know, man. I feel like you already have a resin block. Like, is 5 extra damage on Reform really trumping, literally doubling your harvest value? I still don't agree with that, the route that they went there with the more points into Dark Calling. Dark Calling is a great one-of path, but you don't gain much from additional points into it, I think. Like, who knows, maybe that would have been the difference. He would have just had literally double the health on Rector. Maybe that would have allowed him to survive. It would have allowed him to do more damage as Rector as well. Granted, we'd be getting 5 more damage on all the units, which is probably more damage overall, right? But I don't know. You never know. Depends on how many harvests you're getting, I guess. he had a leftover Baron, which might have been bad. Or not bad, but it might have been convoluting his pool. Or even just convoluting his floor space. He also didn't really lean into the Hallowed Halls. He also didn't really lean into really any of those rares, right? Like, he didn't take the Formless Child. Yeah, I mean, it's still a similar deck, all other things considered, but probably just, he definitely seemed to probably lack the scaling to deal with the Divinity Waves. You know, you have a Crushing Demise to kill a few, but I don't know, I feel like in both cases, if they would have just focused more on those guaranteed hell events for the Hallowed Halls. This is kind of why, you know, it brings me back to, like, I don't take Hallowed Halls that often, but I still put it in the S tier because it is in itself kind of a guaranteed win. So I think they would have had a better time both if they just leaned more into that. But that is just me. I'm trying to, you know, I say that all in good faith. I'm not saying that I am 100% correct there. That's just like my opinion, man. Looks like Sato tried it but died on the ring that I died on. So both Hobo Joe and, I will say this, Rising Dusk and Hobo Joe, I think were correct to skip that, and I was incorrect to take it. You'll see it almost ended my run, and it did end Sato's by taking that. Although he did go a lot harder on shards than I did by that point. So, yeah. Protectors of the Clipped it was probably pretty questionable for me to take that. I didn't need it. It was just gold. I had gold anyway. I wasn't even going to spend gold, I think, at the next ring, so I will say massive mistake that nearly cost me the run is that trial, but yeah, I don't know much what else. What about the original submitter? Prider? So they didn't take the trial, but I'm very curious, though. So, wasn't the Hallowed Halls found at Talos? It is a bit weird to me that Sato didn't take it, and also Prider didn't take it. But I'm trying to think. The rares is either that or Formless Child, and they basically just skipped that reward. It looks like, which I would say is a mistake. Those are both in the deck that we have here. Either one of them is pretty high value. I say go Hallowed Halls, but if you don't go Hallowed Halls, should have at least went the Formless Child. You know, look at the just the lack of scaling we have, right? Either one of those is going to help with your scaling in either regard. They also seem to have skipped the resin block, which would have definitely hurt their decks. But yeah, that's about all I can think of to say on these. Prider, thanks for the submission to Dusk. And Dusk, as always, thanks for posting these. These are awesome. That was definitely a tough one. I like that one too, because it's a great example of, you know, what to do when you don't find literally anything you want. You know, I wanted multi-strike, couldn't find it. I wanted holdover, couldn't find it. Several times. Every merchant, in fact, right? But we still end up getting there by planning for those low roll scenarios and basically making our own makeshift holdover and our own makeshift multi-strike, right? By just having a wide floor. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.